Hey everyone and welcome. My name is Nilofer Safdar and today we are going to talk about success in business. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments below, type in replay. And if you're watching live, let me know that you're watching live so that I know that you are watching me. So, business is hi Gianluca, lovely to have you. So business is one of those things that I really enjoy a lot. That is, I love to try different things in business. I love to play with different things in business, and so I'm really excited to talk to people with business. I also do a lot of business coaching for people. So today, I want to actually talk about some of the energetics of business, and let's see how that kind of shows up as we go ahead. So, success is like a really relative term, do you know? Because everyone has like a different definition of success. So the first place where I would start, and this can be to do with either business, it could be to do with anything in your life, okay? But when you are actually examining it, the first thing that you would look at is, what does success mean to you? Like, this is the first question that you must always ask yourself. So what does success mean to you? And because today's conversation is all about business, then it means that what does success in business mean to you? Okay, so I'd like you to examine this. Hi Shahida, good to have you live. So examine this question: what does success in business mean to you? And success can mean different things to different people. I think a few years ago I did this call called Elements of Success, and I asked people what does success mean to them, and I got like a lot of really interesting answers from people, and I'm going to actually read out a few of them. Until then, what I would like you to contemplate is, what does success mean to you, or what does success in your business mean to you? If you don't have a business, then you can contemplate, what does success in your career mean to you, or success in your job mean to you, okay? So some of the answers that I got from people were: freedom to choose from no limited points of views, freedom, energy, joy, satisfaction. Another one was having the ability to go where I choose and do what I choose. Hi Mina, it's good to have you live. So, we're just talking about, what does success mean to you? Because success is like a really relative term, and different people will have a different point of view on what success actually means to them. So if you have a business, I would like you to examine what success means to you, and if you would like to share in the comments, feel free to share in the comments as well. Okay, another one was that do what I choose instead of being limited by the limitation of work I have chosen. Growth, lots of money, adventures, fun, happiness, full of life choices. Good one, Shahida. Okay, a few more. Feel happy, free, and contented with your life. Having more money than I can spend and make a difference in the world, being happy. Making a good living, enjoying what I do. Happy life, can do what's joyous to me and get paid for it. Living the life I would like to live. Someone says success means struggle, difficult to reach. So I'm actually reading out, the answers of a survey that I did a few years ago when I did a special call called Elements of Success. Money, freedom, and ease. Getting a lot of money for my contribution. Creating and actualizing my goals in life. Happiness, pride, contentment, and movement. So these are just some of the answers that I got for what does success mean to you. Okay, now once you have actually defined what success means to you, then you go to the next question, and the next question is, what stops you from getting it? Now this is one of the most key questions to ask, because this is going to reveal to you your inner landscape. And what I mean by your inner landscape means all your thoughts, feelings, emotions, points of views, beliefs, programs, patterns which are running your life. Okay, so whatever you may have written down for success, what stops you from getting it? So in case someone has written down having more money than I can spend doing what I love to do, then the next question would be, what stops you from getting it? Okay, and with this question, you don't overthink it. Really quickly, just get a pen and paper and write it down. I can't get this because, and just blurt it out. Like whatever pops in your head, just blurt it out. And what happens with that is that you are actually getting into your your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, and you're getting to all the insane points of views you have, because the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind has all these insane points of views. Like if you listen to those points of views, you will go, logically those are not true at all. But it is those points of views, it is those beliefs that are actually controlling what is actually showing up in your life. So it is those points of views and beliefs which stop you from having success in whatever way that you have defined success. So I'm going to give you some time, and I want you to write down what stops me from getting success in business is, and just write it down. So I was actually I've got a course called Clients-a-thon, and that's this course is designed to get you a lot of clients. And one of the questions, two of the questions that I ask people to do in that course is, number one is, what is the upside of getting clients? That means what are some of the good things that will happen when you get clients, and what is the downside of getting clients? So what are some of the bad things that will happen if you get clients? So all of these questions, whatever I'm sharing with you, these are actually designed to pull out your limiting beliefs. Whatever your limiting beliefs are that are stopping you from getting exactly what you are asking for. Okay? So procrastination and corona fear. Okay, great. So these are two things, but when you actually examine it, you are going to come up with so many more. So maybe you could also answer this question: what is the upside of getting the success that you're asking for? What are some of the good things that will happen if you get the success that you are asking for? So I'll just give you some more time to kind of get to that. What is the upside of getting some of the things that you're asking for? Let me read out some of the responses that I got when I asked people what stops you from getting success. So the first one says it's me, because yes, that's very true. Like, what stops you is actually you. You are the only person who can stop you. Nobody else can. Okay? Both conscious and unconscious points of views, including an energy of futility. Okay? So that's one. Then somebody else writes, time, energy drains, responsibilities, lack of focus, lack of support, too many responsibilities, fear of failure, I can't do it by myself. Okay? Somebody else wrote habit, judgment, lack of motivation. So these are all responses to what stops you from getting the success that you are asking for. Okay, so I would highly recommend that you get a pen and paper and write down what stops you from getting the success that you are asking for. The good news is that once you have actually written down whatever stops you from getting the success that you are asking for, then the next thing you can do is that those are just points of views, those are just thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, and then you can just go ahead and you can release on those. You can let go of all those points of views. Somebody else writes doubt, fear, and confusion. Another thing somebody writes is not enough financial resources, too much responsibilities, and too little support. Then someone else wrote my vibrations, my belief system, and procrastination. Now the thing is, if you write down things in such a vague manner, it will not really be very effective. What you have to do is you have to be really, really, really specific. So when you are saying my vibration, what do you mean by vibration? You have to go specific and detailed into it, because the more specific, the more detailed you get into it, the more it's going to change things. Like for example, I just had a session in the evening with a client, and she said, I have this fear, and I have this fear of opening my mail. So I asked her, what mail are you talking about? Are you talking about email, or are you talking about the actual, physical mail that you get, the envelopes and things like that? So she said it's actually the actual physical mail. Okay. And so I asked her, so why, when you think about opening up your mail, what is the first thought that comes to your mind? And she blurted out and she said that, my first thought is that there's going to be a bill that I have to pay, and I don't have the money to pay for that bill. Okay, so if you have that point of view when you are opening your mail, then are you going to have fear? Yes, you are going to have fear. Are you going to want to avoid opening that mail because you're going to get a bill and you don't have the money to pay that bill, right? So this is like a very, very, very specific thought pattern that I distinguished. Like, it could just have been that, I procrastinate on opening my mail. So that sounds like something on the face of it, but you have to really dig deeper into it. So the deeper into it is that, okay, she feared that there was going to be a bill and she couldn't pay for the bill because she didn't have the money, right? So when you get to the really specific thing, that is when, you can release it, you can let it go, and that thing will start transforming in your life, okay? The next one is again knowledge and application of knowledge. So again, you can see this is really vague, because what do you mean by knowledge? What do you mean by application of knowledge? It's very vague. The more specific that you can get, the more detailed you can get to it. So the question was, the first thing is, what does success in business mean to you? So write down, what does success in business mean to you? And then the second question is, once you've written down what success means to you, the next thing you will write down is, what stops you from getting that success that you are asking for? Okay. Then people have written something like family, unwillingness to change, and fear of judgment. So giving the example of my course, which talks about what is the upside of getting what you're asking for, what is the downside of getting what you're asking for. So in the downside, when it comes to family, it could be like, if I have too many clients, I won't have the time to spend with my family. So I will have to cut into my family time, and if I have too many clients. So that could be one of the downside. Now the thing is that is the thing which is there at the back of your mind, but you're not acknowledging it. And if it's there at the back of your mind and you are not letting it go, it's going to be a program or a pattern which actually runs your life. So you will make sure that you never get many clients, because you have this fear that if you get many clients, it's going to eat into the time that you are spending with your family. Okay. Then not having enough money, fear and jealousy of others' success. Now this is a good one. Most of the time we do acknowledge, we look at things and we go, oh, that person is jealous of me. Or you can perceive when people have envy and jealousy about what you are doing, but you also have to acknowledge when you are jealous of other people's success, when you have envy of other people's success. So if you acknowledge that you have it, then you can actually go beyond it. You can release on it and you can go beyond it. Now many of these patterns are really deep rooted, and what I mean by that is that you will release on one pattern, you will delete on the pattern, but then that pattern keeps coming over and over again. So it's not like the same pattern coming over and over again, but it's like different aspects of that pattern which come over and over again. And so if if that thing keeps bothering you over and over again, my thing now is that I actually totally celebrate it, because now I know, okay, you know what, this thing is bothering me, this is showing up over and over again. So what it is doing is it is pushing some buttons in me. And the most important thing is that I have those buttons which are getting pushed. So let me see what are my buttons here, and let me release around those buttons. That's how I look at it. There used to be a point where I would say, oh my God, this is coming up again. Why does this keep coming up again and again? But now I look at it and I go, this is the treasure. This is the treasure which is showing me that these are some of the places where I am stuck. And if that is showing up for me, then let me clear those spaces and places so that I can move forward. Some of the other things are my fear of hard work, then self-guilt and negative thoughts. Now these are really important things which can stop you from getting the success that you are asking for. Another one is brain fog and doubt. So again, brain fog and doubt. So sometimes, you might actually have a physical condition which creates a brain fog for you. And that could be something that could stop your success, for example. And then the next one is self-doubt. Then somebody writes this, and I think this is also really important. She says, I'm a doer, so I do. I just don't know how to be. Okay, so if you go into the normal reality, hi Sabina, good to have you live. So if you go in the normal reality, most of the time when people talk about success, they talk about doing things, okay? So they talk about, setting your goals, and then, setting actions that will lead you to the goal, setting like a to-do list and things like that. So most of the times we go, okay, I have to do this and do this and do this and do this to get to this. But before you do anything else, you have to be something. Once you can be that, then the doing is like it flows out of the being, okay? And what is it that you have to be? And that's what we are trying to get to. So here with all these, what stops you, it's mostly you're getting to what you should not be. Because you are being all these things, that's the reason you are stopping success. So when you stop being these things, that's when you will start to attract success to you. The other one, someone says, is it doesn't seem possible. I have done everything and nothing has worked. Now the thing about, what stops you from having success, and whatever you're writing down, your thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, points of views, whatever they may be, they actually become like self-fulfilling prophecies. So you are, telling yourself these things so much, and by telling yourself these things, I don't mean that you're telling yourself these things consciously. It means that, on a subconscious level, it's kind of running all the time, that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Have you ever had that thought of, no matter what I do, that's never going to work, and then every time you are even doing the work, but then at the back of your mind it's going, no matter what I do, it's never going to work? Then guess what you're doing? You're creating exactly that. You're creating that thing of, no matter what I do, it's never going to work, okay? So that's what stops you from getting to your success. So I would highly recommend that you do this. What stops me from getting to the success I'm asking for? What is the upside of having this success? What is the downside of having this success? Okay. Now, the next thing that you want to look at is, what are some of your targets with your business? So what are some of your monetary targets? What are some of the targets with regards to, the sales and the marketing and things like that? So these are also some of the things that you need to actually do a pen and paper exercise and write down. Thinking about others and their judgments about me, which affect my growth. Yes, exactly. So, when you think about other people's judgment, and because of the fear of being judged, you either do something or you don't do something, that also affects your success, that also stops you from getting your success. So now the next question is that, what are some of the targets for your business? So the first thing I would ask you to write down is, what is your monetary target? And the monetary target could be like a monthly target, it could be a yearly target, whatever, you can actually write down both. My monthly target is this, my yearly target is this. I should be perfect and I should know everything. Yes, exactly. These are again, great points of views or belief systems that are actually stopping you from having the success that you are asking for. So I'd like you to write down your monetary target, and I'd also like you to write down some of the other targets with your business. Write down at least 3 or 4, okay? So I'm going to just give you a little, maybe a few seconds to do that. And then the next question then follows from that is what stops you from getting to your targets. Okay, so what stops you from getting to your monetary target, for example. So write that down. So what stops you from getting to your monetary target? Now, what I just want to say is that from next week onwards, I'm going to be doing my show at 4 p.m. Rome, which is going to be 2 hours earlier than this. Okay, so this is a little bit of a weird time for me, so I'm just testing it out for a month, see how that works out. I hope you guys will be able to join me live. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Rome, and it will be at 7:30 p.m. India. So what stops you from getting to your monetary targets? So I had a few people saying having no courage, then I don't feel like I have the skills that I'll get paid for. I'm all over the place. And one of the things was me and my doubts, and then nearly no clients and no job on the side. So you can see these are things that would really stop people from getting to their monetary target. And then you could also have other targets, like it could be the sales target. So you might have a target of having a specific number of sales every month and things like that. So what stops you from reaching that target? Okay, and then so basically it's just this whole process of uncovering where you are stuck. Okay, and most of the time where you are stuck is your thoughts, feelings, emotions, points of views, beliefs, and so on. And once you start releasing on all this, suddenly you will find that things start to expand in your world, and you will start to receive things that you have been asking for. Poor PR, okay, that's one of the things. Yes. So again, this is something that goes in the realm of the doing, right? The PR. But when you start aligning yourself, and when you start identifying where are the places that you are stuck, you will find things like the action steps that go into running your business. You will find that all of those just start aligning and they will fall in place. Okay, so what are your targets with your business, and what stops you from getting those targets? And then the last question is, what else do I need to know about my business that I don't know right now? And this is a really important question. What do I need to know about my business that I don't know right now? Because a lot of times what occurs is that you are not looking at the overview of your business. You are only looking at some aspect of your business, and you will miss a lot of information. Okay, so the more information that you have, the more awareness that you have, the more successful your business is. Okay, so what do I need to know about my business that I don't know yet is another great question to ask. Okay, so now you guys, I would love to know what's been opening up for you through this whole conversation. What are some of the aha moments that you've had with this? And honestly, if you really sit down and do a pen and paper exercise with all these things, with all these questions that I've been asking you, you will start to uncover so many things about yourself. You will start to uncover so many things about your business. Okay, so I'm just going to give you like 1 minute to see, to let me know if you've gotten any of these aha moments. And then I'm going to I'm going to give you a little tool to play with, which will give you a very different awareness about your business. So let me know what are some of the aha moments that you have had from this whole conversation with all these questions and so on. Okay. All right. So what I would like for you to do is I would like to look at your business energetically. Okay, and what do I mean by that is, think about your business. And if you are not in a business, if you are in a job or a career, you can think about your job or your career as well. Okay, and get the energy of that. Okay, and just become aware of the energy, and you like just become aware of the energy of your business, or become aware of the energy of your career. So the simplest way of saying that was that if your business were an energy, what would that be like? Just get that. Okay, now look at that energy. Okay, and describe that energy to me. Describe how you perceive that energy, whether it is the energy of your business, whether it is the energy of your job or your career. Just describe that energy to me. Okay, anybody would like to give it a shot? Minaz or Shaheda or Gianluca, whoever, all of you can actually just get the energy of your business or your career and describe that energy to me. So for example, it could be like, when you perceive the energy of your business as it is right now, the energy appears to be still. There's not much movement. It's almost like it's a little constricted, and there's also this energy of stagnation. Exactly, I was just going to say that, stale or stagnation. Okay, so that's the energy of your business as it is right now. Okay, so now let us do some releases on that. This is the first thing in awareness I got. Fantastic, Minas. Okay, so let's do some energetic releases on that. So everything that you are perceiving about the energy of your business or your job or your career, let's release on that. Okay, okay, now look at the energy of your business or your job or your career once again. Is it the same or has something shifted there? Okay, so the way I perceive the energy that I'm looking at is that, it's not so stationary anymore. I can perceive the movement there. And when I look at the energy also, the energy is brighter. There's a lot of movement in the energy. There's this sense of vitality, and also it's more expanded and it's light. Okay, so that's the energy of your business. Okay, and now we can release on it some more. So all the remaining stuck energy in your business, let's release on that. And now perceive the energy of your business once again. And now when I perceive the energy of the business, it's so much more expansive. It's like I cannot even find the outer boundaries of that energy. It has expanded out so much. It's really light. There's this flow of energy occurring and things like that. So just 2 or 3 releases and the entire energy of your business shifted. Okay, now look at the business targets that you have. Okay, look at the monetary target that you have, look at some of the other targets that you have. Okay, and let's release on all those targets. So everything within you and outside of you that doesn't allow you to have to receive those targets, let's release on that. So when I'm yawning, it's like when I do the energetic releases, some of the ways in which the energetic release shows up in my body is by yawning, and also my eyes really start to water. So if you see me yawning, it's not that I'm sleepy or something. It's just 8 p.m. over here, but it's just that the energy is releasing. Okay, so let's release. So everything within you and outside of you that doesn't allow you to receive those targets. So now, how does the energy of the targets appear to you? How's the energy when you look at your targets? Does it feel like it's possible for you to achieve those targets? Does it feel like it's impossible for you to achieve those targets? Or does it feel like you might be able to achieve some part of the targets? No matter whatever that is, you can just keep releasing on it till you come to a space where you become like, yeah, totally, this is going to happen. Okay, so that's the monetary target. Now look at what the success in business mean to you. Okay, and also you can look at some of the things that you think will stop you from having that success in business, and let's release on all those things. So everything within you and outside of you that stops you from having success in business, let's release on that. So now overall, once again, get the energy of your business or your job or your career, and how does that energy, how do you perceive that energy? Is it different than what you perceived it to be in the beginning? and I bet you that the energy has completely changed. It's really light and flowing and all of that, right? So, this is a little energetic exercise that you can do on a daily basis. You can get the energy of your job, you can get the energy of your business every single day, and you can start releasing on some of the stuck things in your business. So, in case you guys have any questions, feel free to ask those questions. Let me know in the comments below. From next week onwards, I'm going to be doing the show at 4 p.m. Rome, and it will be 7:30 p.m. India, 6 p.m. UAE. So there's a time change. I hope you guys can join me live. Even if you can't get me live, you can watch the replay. And of course, if there are any topics that you would like me to talk about, please feel free to post them in the comments below. I still don't have the topic for next week, but I will, choose a topic really quickly and I will let you know. So thank you everyone for joining me live today. Thanks to all the people who are going to watch the replay. From the 6th of August, I'm going to be I'm going to be doing 5 days of free group healing. If you would like to join that, you can join at the link which is in the description. Now, these 5 days are actually a part of 21 days of healing. So the 5 days kind of give you a taste of what 5 days of healing is like. People, report that they get some amazing changes as they participate, not only in the 5 days, but also in the 21 days. I hope you guys can join me. And I will see you next week, but it's going to be 2 hours earlier than today. So thanks everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye.